Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Labor Day to you, and welcome aboard the Clipper. Yours truly, Lenny, Gomulka, the Chicago Push. We welcome you aboard. Many of you right from the area here have been on the Clipper with us in previous years. Some of you are just coming off that last 3-day weekend over at the IPA Festival in Granbury. How many were with us for the last 3 days? So you must be all tuned up by now, right? Here's a song called The Stormy Clouds, Polka. What a terrible song to start out with on a sunny day like this. So we thought we'd do this, especially for some of the folks that enjoyed this tune earlier. So here we go. Here's one called Stormy Clouds, Polka. Thank you. That's called the Stormy Clouds, folks. Hey, reminder, the bar is open over at the rear of the downstairs here. Also upstairs, I believe there's a bar, and also food is served upstairs. Hello, Mike Baruda and the gang from Grand Rapids. Welcome aboard. Good to see so many out-of-state faces here with us. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. For the Salavados, we're going to send one out also. And for the Lumnachucks, the whole table from Eastern PA for you guys. Good one. Kevin Adams on the vocal. Here's the Walking with Mary. Okay.
I'm walking upstairs, polka. Hello there.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
You too. Hi.
Kevin Adams on the vocal, one called Walking with Mary. Polka. Thank you.
Hey, Joey. How you doing? Yeah, welcome to Facebook land. We're live here on the Gateway Clipper Empress. And we have Lenny Gomulka and Chicago Butch taking us on a little boat ride on the rivers of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. First time here on the boat. Not my first time on a boat. But here's a chance to see a lot of the scenery.
Test 1, 2.
And of course, some of the Pittsburgh bridges, they are known for their bridges. They have quite a few of them here in town.
Here's another one, Polka. Here's one that's called Just Like I Love You. Polka.
Got a couple
And
people
we're going to send this out especially for
on the
all
boats.
all the fans. The game starts tonight at 6:30, I understand. All the Pittsburgh baseball fans sending this out to you. Just Like I Love You. Here we go.
Another one of the connecting bridges. I believe that's the one that takes you over to the other side here of one of these three rivers here. And nothing beats live music while you're on the boat.
If you love me, tell me that you do. Don't go saying things that will break my heart in two. Tell me that you'll never, ever let me go. Tell me that you'll be mine, this is the good I still want to say. Tell me that you'll always love me, just like I love you. Tell me that you'll be mine, this is the good I still want to say. Tell me that you'll always love me, just like I love you. Rzeczy, pomyśli sobie, świetnie wiesz na pewno, że nie pomasz mnie, bo jak się namyślisz, będę wesele. Będę ci nie podoba, będę cię ściskał za głowa, tylko powietrze mnie, bo aż naprawdę pomarzę. Tell me that you'll be mine, this is the peanuts, don't take this in. Tell me that you'll always love me, just like I love you. Just like I love you, Gomulka. Thank you.
And there's a bar downstairs, they got a bar upstairs, and they got food. And it seems like they got some Polish style foods in addition to, yeah, they got kielbasa sandwich, sausage sandwich, pierogies, and they have coffee. That's something I'm gonna need. Let's take it back downstairs. And the view here. Going down. Back on the main floor here. Actually, there's a top deck also where you can sit outside and get a complete aerial view of everything here in the city.
Nice waltz right there. We enjoyed that one also too. Oh, Lily's in the moonlight. Thank you.
Yeah.